amongst Earth humanity. Earth humanity at the end of their cycle end up choosing to be peaceful, to choose peace over destruction. Whereas in this case, their mission was complete. It's time to go home. Earth humanity has chosen peace. Your job is finished. Once again, beloved, there is only divine order. There are no victims. There is no chaos. Everything is amongst the orchestration of Prime Creator. There is only order. And these are the means in which species have the opportunity to engage with their own spiritual maturity, to experience the polar opposite, to experience suppression, the idea of separation, the idea of enslavement as a people. This would be the catalyst of you choosing to claim your sovereignty, to take your power back. This is what's necessary for a species to recognize themselves. So once again, the Anchara Agreement was agreed upon, was signed, and they went about their way. The Anunnaki had their turn. However, a part of the agreement would be that they would be responsible for reverse engineering the damage that they caused, or taking part in the reverse engineering of the damage that will cause to the species via their own programming, as an opportunity for them to evolve, for their species to evolve, to understand the nature of that particular role and participate in the reverse engineering of the destruction. This was necessary. So, those on your planet still continuing with the charade, all of the wars within the recent years, from Desert Storm till now, these collectives, this Illuminati, that, if you will, those in human form, pushing the intentions of darkness on your world. These are the minions of the Anunnaki. These are the minions. They're their human counterparts. Once again, the biological processes of co-creating or coexisting. They're the offspring. Once again, they've lost their connection to extraterrestrial powers of their forefathers, because the agreement was reached. It was their time. Their time is up. It's just that, of course, the entirety of the organization was mature enough to recognize that no, Prime Creator is in absolute control of all activity on the plane of planet Earth. There is no warring. There is no fighting God. When agreements are made, all life recognizes the foundation of their existence and their allowance to participate in the process of evolution amongst all spectrums of existence. So once again, when agreements are made and there's divine decree, there is no discussion, there is no debating, there is no fighting. There is only order and recognition of those orders. This was a temporary experience designed to purely assist humanity in recognizing themselves. Period. So, they've had their time. And so it is, your presence in this now moment. Stubborn, immature ones of the lower order are in the process of attempting to do as much damage or cause as much damage as possible to the human species as their exit plan. That is their exit plan. Their exit plan is to take as many souls with them as possible by instigating as much division, chaos, infighting, sadness, rage, and what have you, fear as possible. That is their game plan. As you would say, or coin phrase amongst humanity, you've heard it many times. If we're going down, we're taking as many of you with us as we can. This is the plan of the Cabal minions. If we're going down, we're taking as many humans with us as possible. And how is that? Chaos, destruction, division. If we can turn as many humans against each other as possible, we will keep these souls within the realms of duality. As long as humanity is fighting, they're on our side. They're with us. They're coming with us. And all the aspects of humanity who are fighting, they're being encouraged to do so because they want you to come with them. They're leaving, and they want you to go with them. Indeed. They are leaving, and they want you to come with them. How do you go with them? You fight. You debate. You argue. Sadness, anger, outrage, jumping and hooping and hollering in the streets, calling people strangers, racism, our ancestors and your ancestors, and all this division. That is how they are going to take you with them. All the stuff on the news, black, white, the economy, infighting, this is how they're taking you with them. Now, once again, the majority of humanity are going to stay there. They're going to entertain those emotions, all that anger and frustration and judgment. Most of humanity are still going to entertain those energies. They're going to stay there. There's nothing that you can do about that. There's nothing that you can do about that other than shine your light, to be an example, to heal yourself. That is the only thing you can do about that, is to heal yourself. You attempting to debate people and expose this person or expose the truth or share links with people and secret videos about what they're doing and the secret plan, all that other kind of stuff, that ain't necessarily the way. Free will, of course. You can share all the videos you want to, beloved, but once again, this is time that you can be using to heal yourself and your level of self-acceptance, your unconditional love for yourself, and respecting the free will of other individuals, of reflections. This is the time that you can be healing that. This includes family members. This includes them. How much do you love yourself? How much can you accept them? And all their preferences and beliefs and the things they want to hold on to. Those who still feel the need to fight. And our people versus their people. And stories on TV. And all of the dramas that's created. All that stuff. You know exactly what we're talking about. You know exactly what we're talking about. All the drama-based, all the division-based dramas. If you choose to entertain, that's on you. If your family chooses to entertain, that's on them. But once again, the cabal, the minions of the Anunnaki that are still here, that refuse to go down without a fight, their philosophy is we're taking as many humans with us as we can. By pulling out all the stops, all of the black and white stuff, all of the racial stuff, all the political stuff, all the nationalistic stuff, all of the war stuff, all of the fear, all of the anger, all of the frustration, all of the male versus female, feminine energy and masculine and all the infighting, all of that. All of that, all the battles, all of that is how you go with them, and they're pulling out all the stops. all your own guilt, all your own shame, all the frustration that you have with people touching on kids and all this stuff, all that stuff, all of that is coming out. And you feed what you fight. And if you're fighting, they got you. If you're fighting, now fighting and resistance is another thing. You can resist and say no and do what you want to do without, of course, with being peaceful. But as long as you're fighting, you're with them. They're taking you. And the Orion Network, they run a whole community of planets still in division, of war, of pollution, of fighting, of death and destruction. Those are their realms. Those realms are built specifically for the purpose of hosting souls that are still within the lower frequencies of duality, of division. Those worlds exist for that purpose until the soul is strong enough or conscious enough to take their power back and evolve beyond that level of consciousness. Indeed, it is serious. There is no coming back to Earth in division. There is no coming back to this planet in division. Only souls incarnating on this planet are those beyond division. So indeed, it is serious. You get to choose, though, love or fear. Each and every moment, you get to choose. You get to choose. But once again, just know that your choices in this now moment have everything to do with your soul. You're eternal. Of course, you're eternal. You're not going to not exist or disappear and die and never come back to the physical. You have infinite lives. But this experience here on planet Earth with humanity, with Earth humanity is evolving to the paradise, the heavenly realms, the planes of existence beyond destruction, beyond division. Gaia is done with hosting destruction, nuclear war, killing, and pollution, judgment, all those heavy energies. 27,000 years is enough. Gaia is done with that energy. So you either staying or going. Your choice. Now, to address our visitors, those that are present in this now moment, that are of the cabal minions. Greetings. Thank you for being here. You serve your purpose. You serve your purpose. We are aware of you. We are truly aware of you. Know this. We've communicated many times with the nature of your hierarchy. To feel as if we're playing games with you is truly an error in consciousness. Know that. You love without a shadow of a doubt amongst all creation. However, the work that we're doing here involves the liberation of humanity, and that time has come. You must do what you must do, but you must know your actions are very limited in scope. That which you have the capability of doing is very limited in scope. Yes, we are aware of your observation of our team, of this particular channel, of our social environments and all the things that are taking place amongst our ground crew. But you must know Your scope is very limited, and your time is even more limited here on this planet. All of your nuclear capabilities are under scrutinous observation. We've expressed to you before that we exist beyond linear space and time. So any plan that you possibly could come up with or conjure is under observation constantly. Yes, you observe humanity, but one thing you must recognize is that you're observed as well. We've observed you since birth. We know you beyond comprehension. We know your soul, each and every one of you. We do. So once again, beloved, your scope is very limited in nature. We are very serious about our work here amongst humanity. Any attempts to activate any nuclear weapons will be seized immediately with great haste. No doubt about it. You know this. Most of your underground facilities have been dismantled and will continue to be. We are aware of each and every one of them, but we take our time. We take our time because it's necessary for you to recognize the nature of this transition and how serious we are in our stance with you, with humanity. None of this destruction will be tolerated anymore. You do have a certain amount of time and a certain range of decisions that you can make in your final attempt to energetically engage with this species. However, your options are very limited. You must know this. For us to allow you to cause any destruction beyond this range or reach that you have would be a violation of the free will of other souls throughout this multiverse, which is an absolute no-no on a galactic level, on a universal level amongst our councils. This has its effects amongst those making these types of decisions or attempting to make these types of decisions. That has repercussions as well. This is called cross-dimensional destruction. As intense as that which you bring to planet Earth is, you must realize the karmic repercussions of cross-dimensional destruction, where in actuality supporting you and doing something that you have no idea you're getting yourself into. So yes, play the game. All is well indeed. There will be no violations of your free will. However, you do the same. But once again, we observe all is well indeed. But just know, our staff is fully protected at all times. Those intending and are destined to experience the new earth are protected in great detail. You need to know this. There are starseeds and light workers and indigos meant or destined to survive and experience the new earth, and there's no way possible that you can ever interfere with that particular experience. Your arrogance is truly ignorant. It only reveals your immaturity. But we're not here to judge. We're only here to be informative of the divine truth, because once again, when actions are taken, the swift reconciliation of all that you even considered will be taken advantage of and executed. No doubt about it. We do not. There is no doubt here, and you know this. There is no doubt here. Without a shadow of a doubt, you know it.